Hey guys, welcome to the next instalment of our vaping videos. I'm the Worm, this is Mr. Proton, obviously, you know us by now, hopefully anyway, or if you just joined us, go back, check some of our older videos and rate, comment, subscribe on those. Today we are going to be reviewing, I'll show you the box that they come in, because we've tested all three and, well, we'll get onto that. These come from Totally Wicked. They are triple coil cartomizers, 1.6 ohm. We tested them, they come out about 1.7, but you know.
Well, on the website they say ballpark 1.4 to 1.6, so you've got to expect a 0.1 here and there. So
there we go. But we tested all three because we tested two at first and we didn't have great results.
We should point out we're not carto users, to be honest with you. We just thought, because they're basically discontinuing them, so we thought for just over £1 a go, we might as well give them a shot and see how they are, really, to be honest with you.
Basically, I thought if you had one of them stacked away in the back of your pouch, just for emergencies, filled up with liquid ready to go, stick a drip tip in it.
Half a day's worth of vape, just in case something happened to whatever you was using.
If you blew your acne in your tank, or I don't know, maybe the liquid you was using to drip, you spilled it or lost it or whatever. Just one of them in the back of your pouch, nice and easy, drip tip on the top, bang, away you go. But
in theory, it was a genius scale idea.
But you know, doesn't always work out. If
it should have though.
These, well, I mean, like we say, we've only used cartos in a tank with his DCT. So
we've never been native carto users. Personally, I see not little or no point, but I think if you're gonna use a carto, you might as well spend like the tenner on the tank and punch a hole in it so it's constantly fed, so you haven't ever got to worry about it going dry. Because I mean, serious carto users will probably be able to answer this without thinking, but to my thinking, or to my knowledge, you fill it with sort of 20 to 30 drops of juice depending on what carto you're using. Obviously smaller and big ones take different, and then you kind of let it bed in, obviously leave it for a bit, then you use it, and then I've heard you can wash them out and use them again. So that sounds to me like you've got to wash it and then fill it up again, or you can just drip a few more drops in it, but then you've got to allow that to soak in again. So it's kind of like, what's the point? So yeah, I kind of see carto should just be used in a tank, to be honest with you. So yeah, I see the point of them, but only on things like Sky Cigs. Or maybe if you've got a very thin ego battery and you just want something that looks like a cigarette, then fair enough. But then that's not cigarette. That's not cigarette sized, is it? If you put a battery on top of it, 'cause even if you've got 650, it's still like, well, that big. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a bit of a strange one, these cartos, isn't they? I think in general cartos are. I know a lot of carto fans are just pure like carto is the way forward. No, dripping's the way forward. It just is. But we'll get on to.
Well, let's just get straight into this.
Happened.
I filled up this one first, which I did flood, but then I blew out. He did the same, but not as much. I probably overfilled
I've seen
this.
You do kind of drip it in and then blow out to make sure. So you're always going to get a little bit out at the end. When you fill it, it's just make sure.
We did that. We left it soaking in to the wadding, obviously, for about an hour.
Yeah, about an hour and a half.
About an hour. So it should have been fine to just take a pull, off we go. And on the website it does say you can use it on a standard 3.7. So I started on 3.7. Mr. Proton went straight on to like 4. I think you started on.
I started on 4. Yeah, just because it's I use my 1.5 ohm dual coil on 4. So I thought, to be honest with 3 coils, I'm probably going to want at least the same, if not more. And we did watch a video, and they recommended on this, or they said to this a big YouTuber, and he's actually sent a letter by the company that makes not these ones, but triple coils, and they recommend that you use them between 5 and 7 volts. Like, I don't even know of a device that goes to 7 volts. Maybe a car battery. But even Provider only goes to 6, Vamos, C-Max, V-Max all go to 6, so they don't go to 7. So that's from a manufacturer of these. But we thought we're safe if we start around 3.7 because we can show people what you're going to get if you are just using a normal ego.
I've kind of screwed up because I mixed these up now. I don't know which one's which.
One of them had a cap in, one of them didn't.
No.
Whoops.
So, but basically, one of these we filled up first, and then obviously that one as well.
Mine, Worm did his.
And I'm going to say it's this one, but I don't know. You know, we are so good at this. We are brilliant. We're just like professionals of the YouTube video world. So, but I'm going to choose this one because there's only 2, and I'm not going to try one of these because.
Well, we will show them. I mean, if not, I'll show them. I'll show them. I'll show them.
Oh, he's going to show them.
But yeah, basically, we attached it to a device. Like we filled one each, didn't we? And then we thought maybe we've overfilled, so we basically, because we didn't count the drops, we just kind of filled through experience with the tanks and sort of went, yep, that's about right. And it was at least 1 mil, so it should have been more than enough for the polyfill to absorb. And
well, it flooded basically, so and we blew it out, so it should have been more than enough juice in there for it not to work properly.
Yeah, it should have been an issue. Like I say, I started mine at 4, one started at 3.7, and we kind of tinkered around and see how we went really. The result of that, I mean, this is the one that we'd say probably vapes the best.
Yeah.
And
just do a normal pull, man. Don't do your. But you can see there's nothing there.
It's kind of a bit. I don't know. It's
Rubbish.
Yeah, it's shit, isn't it? It's not. It is. It is shit.
And on my one,
I'll show. Do you want me to show? I'll just show both of yours. Is there even worse than one? Is there even? Is it? I think it's that one. Is there even worse than mine?
It's either going to get a incredibly horrible taste or no vapor,
or both.
That's that one, is it?
That's the first one. I mean, it doesn't look too bad on camera, but honestly, it's not. I suppose
I'm just going to use my dripper just as comparable to that. That's a small pull. That's much better.
Yeah, so that's a bit. And then this is number 3. I've got the other 2 here, and this is number 3. And that one just tastes like terps, or white spirit, or brush clean, or whatever.
But
yeah, but basically, we've tried these. I mean, that's mine. I can tell that's got my drip tip in it. We've tried these all 3 because we thought maybe we've got a dodgy one, or maybe we've been really unlucky and got a dodgy 2. But a dodgy 3? Are you sure? I don't think so. I mean, we might be idiots. We're not adamant carto users, so if we're doing something wrong, like, let us know. But we've primed them, let them sit for a while,
at least an hour,
on
stuck every single
device, fired it, and taken a puff. I don't really. I mean,
what more is there to it?
What else do you do? Usually, I'd stick a hole in it and stick it in a tank. So, but they're shit. They are shit, and to be honest with you, they're not expensive. I mean, these are discontinued now, but I mean, they're still selling them.
Reason I bought them.
They're still selling them, but we thought we'd take a punt and nothing else. We can do a little review on them and let people know what's going on. But
for us, they didn't work.
Yeah, I don't really get it because everyone else seems to like. I don't know if it's just us. This is, I mean, Worm was like, I'm not sure if we should do a video or whatever.
Yeah, I was just like putting it at the end of a video and just saying we bought these, they didn't work, throw them away.
But yeah,
that was it.
I was like, no, fuck it, let's do one, because obviously every carto you use or carto system you see or just Cartomizer use, people simply go, yeah, attach it to a mod, and it's all like gravy. But I just don't think things work like that for real people, like every day. It doesn't seem to, because we've got 3 and none of them are working. And I would point out,
one's definitely burnt.
That one is the one that Worm put precisely 30 drops in. Okay, let it sit for a bit, like when blew it out to make sure there's no liquid in there. Stuck it to the device, and I threw it on the floor, and then to be honest with you, you can't even taste the liquid that's in it. Just taste the burnt polyfill, and that was at 3.7 volts. That wasn't 3.7 at like 5 volts or anything, and that's recommended that it's not even enough really to power these.
And it was on my half-charged twist,
spinner.
So it's probably not even 3.7. It's probably more like 3.6, 3.5.
And that was with juice. You did put juice in, didn't you?
Well, of course, producing.
I just want to make sure.
You saw me drip 25 drops in there.
I wasn't watching. And then the one that I had, after reading like this should be around at 5 to 7 volts, I was like, well, you know what I mean, when in Rome. And put it on 5 volts, and mine's better, but it still tastes a bit burnt now. And obviously, once these go a bit burnt, there's not really much you can do apart from, like, I don't know,
fire them in the bin.
Maybe stack them all together and do something like a monument. But, yeah, I don't know. These seem to be just in massive, incredible. This is worse than like the Kanga and the CE8. Oh, I don't know, Kanga. Yeah, I mean, I'd say because at least the Kanga worked for a little bit, but these just don't seem to have worked at all. Now, again, if we've been planks and you're like, what are these two knobs talking about? Then we never claimed to be anything other than a pair of knobs. But
we literally just put these on a punt and thought we'd do a review on them.
I mean, I think chances are, if you're buying these first time, maybe if you're an experienced carto user, you might be a bit more experienced than us, or you will be, but if you're kind of like us and you just went, oh well, they're only a quid or two, I'll give them a go, you're going to have the same amount of knowledge that we have, or probably not even as much, because we watch shit all the time. Like, well, we make videos, like, so we watch more than we make. So yeah, we consider ourselves semi-experienced in nearly all parts of vaping. Whether that pans out or not is a different matter, but eventually we get there. With this, it's just,
oh no, I would say we're definitely up and coming. I mean, like, I've been vaping 2 months, he's been vaping 2.5, and we're already
at the point that people that have been doing it a year aren't even there. So
I mean, I've got Bavari, he's got his Vamo. We're already
retweaking and just what we've got, what we are able to sort of do, and what we know. We do know a bit of stuff that we know what we're talking about.
We've done Cluros, we've done Cartomizers, we've done drippings,
tanks, dripping, rebuildables. We've had a bit of a go at everything, to be honest with you, and never had a problem up until, well, not a problem as much as this anyway, because I'm just looking at these and thinking like, well,
why didn't they work?
What is going on?
What more could we have done? I mean, if you know, put us a little comment down there and just tell us. I mean, just say, look, you prize plebs, what the hell was you doing? You need to let them sit for 2 hours. Or you prize plebs, you're meant to drop 1 drip or 2 drips down the middle to prime those wicks, or what's it?
You're definitely not meant to do that.
No, but like, maybe you do have to when you're just using the
no, these are like 50. Well, these are probably like 55 mil, so they're proper long. So I don't know. Maybe if I'd have stuck a couple of holes in these and stuck them in the tank, something else might have happened. But I can't see how, because you primed it. You should be able to use it. That's how carto works. The tank's just a way of continually feeding liquid. So it's kind of like, well, I've probably put the liquid in. What the fuck's going on? Like, I really don't know, because I mean,
could it be the juice we're using? Because we're using a predominantly VG juice. I mean, you know, it does say
three juices. We've tried 3 different juices.
But they're all about the maximum one is 50%.
The same juices I'm using in this car.
Yeah, but maybe because it's in a tank, it works better.
Well, do you want me to take it out of the tank and see if it works?
Well, if you want to, not really liquid, but no.
Oh, I should point out, by the way, this is properly flooded, because basically Worm was like, well, maybe we've over flooded them, and that's what the problem was. And I was like, well, no, fuck that, because I can flood this and still use it. So I sat there and I was like, and pulled like 3 mil of juice into the carto. So this probably isn't going to go as well as I hope it is. But
this is flooded.
This is flooded. Like, honestly, this is properly like bath over the side and everything. It's just this is proper full. You can hear. And that's a Smock Tech, like dual coil 1.5 amp carto. That would work the same if I'd have just put the juice inside it. The only thing the tank does is feed the carto juice, and I can't see it being that we've got 3 dodgy ones either, well, unless we're incredibly unlucky, and we do seem to be a bit unlucky, but not that bad. I don't know. I had high hopes for these kind of, because I thought if you're using like a 4-volt or a spinner or something, that's quite a tidy little thing you can just sort of bung on top and hide the battery in your hand and be like, hey. But it doesn't seem to have panned out like that, and they've got a devil on, so you just assume that's going to be badass. So I don't know.
Well, it is bad. It's just not badass. It's just bad. So
I mean, I know that Dan, one of our sort of followers, if you will, we've got a cult going. Well, one of our followers who's been watching a few of our videos recently, and me and him have had a few chats on a few of the comments and stuff. And I know that he said he was a predominant carto user before. And so, Dan, if you're watching this, mate, and we've done something stupidly wrong, then tell us. But I just can't see how, because we've primed them, let them sit, put them on, push the button, and it's shit. It's just, honestly, when Worm tried this before me, I was quite happy. I was sort of sitting there eating hula hoops. And was that before or after? Let's not get into hula hoopery. But
hula hoopery.
That's how I create words. But he took it in and he was like, and I was thinking, cool, I wonder how these things are going to vape. I bet they're quite nice. And that, and he went, honestly, it was like that much smoke you can see left there now. It's just, what the fuck's that? It's like he just breathed steam.
Well, it was basically like basically,
you know when it's cold outside and you go, it was like that. It was probably worse than that. It probably wasn't as much as that, to be honest with you. And we was like, well, I'm not really entirely sure what's going on here.
And then obviously
and we're still not.
Is.
We're still not. I don't understand.
I mean, his did work a bit better.
Yeah, mine does work better, but I mean, it's. Oh, what am I doing?
It's still not what his tank's doing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's nothing near what my tank's doing, to be honest with you. And I should probably point out as well, I'm running this on. I'll put it on 4, and it is kind of like. Burnt. It is. The vape off it's not so bad, but at 3.74 volts you shouldn't be able to burn these. I'll just check the ohmage quickly, just to make sure it's not like 0.1 ohms and it's being cocked up. No, 1.7, you can't see it, but 1.7 ohms. So that is a bit strange. Strange, yes, it's a bit strange that's what's happened. And apparently these have got a like new, better internal polyfill, or they call it filling, but polyfill, to make sure that the wick, the coils never run dry and you don't ever get that burnt taste. Well, that's what I've got. It's burnt taste. It's just, I don't know. It's a very strange thing. I mean, we'll go on and do, like I say, if we've been plebs, tell us. We'll do like a little 5-pointer thing. I mean, looks aren't going to be so important, but we'll do it anyway. And yeah, if we've got it wrong, then let us know. But we'll do a little 5-point based on what we've had experience in the last 3 hours.
I mean, let's go with looks.
Looks and overall appearance, I do like the looks. If you're using like a Sky 6 size battery or a microlight battery, an auto pull, that would be better than the standard cartos that you're buying with them. So it'd probably look quite nice and it'd perform really well if it performed the way it's supposed to. Like, you're probably better off just buying Bogues, if I'm honest. But looks and overall appearance, I think for looks it's like a 6 with the right battery. Without the right battery, it's a bit.
I mean, we got.
That's a bit poo. So yeah, it looks and overall appearance for me is 6. With the right battery. If you stick it on a Vamo, it just looks like, I don't know, someone stuck a match on top of your Vamo.
I mean, that's it with a drip tip in. Well, it's not a black one, it's my jade one, but it does look kind of black on camera, so yeah, that's it with a drip tip in. I mean, it looks good, it really does. I mean,
attached to a similar size battery, it's going to look good, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you've got a black auto battery or even a manual,
the little one spinner.
Even on a spinner it looks right, but it looked better on something that matched the size.
Yeah, obviously the spinner is rather big because it's a 1300 milliamp battery, but yeah, it looks alright. I mean, for work that would be perfect for me.
Yeah. I mean,
but it just didn't work. So but we'll get onto that.
Usability. Well, even if it worked, usability. So we'll do it if it's worked. But this is just the same for all cartos. Having to drip in some drops and then let it sort of sit there and absorb and whatever. It's not as usable as like Cartomizers. And to be honest with you, doing that and priming cartos actually takes me a hell of a lot more time, if you include the time you have to wait for it to do, than rebuilding an Aga or a dripping atomizer does.
I'm quite sure we could sit here and rebuild 10 atomizers.
We could probably make 10 coils for the dripping atoms we've got and not have to build any coils for like the next 2 months in the time that it takes to fill one of these, let it absorb and start vaping it. Like by then I could have vaped 10 different flavours on 10 different dripping atoms. So usability is not hard to do, but it's effort and time consuming. So usability for me for this and all cartos 5, I suppose. It'd be different if you had a tank system, because once it's done, it's done. You haven't got to prime it again, you just fill it up with juice and let it roll on. But for just cartos on their own, not 5,
4.
Yeah, I mean it's not very usable, is it? You couldn't do it out on the fly. You'd have to. It's one of the ones you'd have to have a few prepared to if that's all you was using. Same for you?
Yeah, it's a 4, 5.
Maintenance, well, there's nothing to maintain, is there? You just use it and throw it away, or unless you're going to wash it out, in which case then you have to fill it and prime it all again. But then filling it and priming it is the complicated bit, not washing
going for it again and then going in again. So
maintenance, if you're going to maintain them, 6 I suppose, washing them out and then letting it dry and filling it up.
We don't know, we don't really going to maintain them, so
I'm not going to maintain
I'm not going to give you a number.
I'm going to use them as bullets to pew into the bin. Vapor, flavour and production, based off of our experience, vapor flavour, 10 if you want burnt taste, and if you want the taste of the liquid you put into, 1, yeah, 1 out of 10, so not good. But I think I've got a niggling feeling, like thinking like, oh, you shouldn't really give this review because you two have probably been pricks, but I can't see how.
We can only do on what we've got. On what we've got and how we've done it. I mean, if we have done something monstrously wrong,
tell us and we'll remove the video so no one else ever sees it. Fuck them two fucking idiots. But like,
Dan, Daniel, the Carto Man, tell us.
Yeah, Dan, you are the Carto Man.
And you're probably going to be one of the first people to watch this anyway, so let us know. Let us know.
We tried to help you, now it's your turn to help us.
Yes.
But no, honestly, I can't see what we did wrong, mate. I really can't. So, vapor flavour, just crap. The vapor production's even worse than crap.
Overall rating?
Of what the ones that we had, anyway?
0.1.
0.1.
0.1. I can't give it a 0 because it does look good. So 0.1.
Well, I can't give it a 0 because it does look good.
It does look good.
What did I give a 0 to the other day?
Your minge.
My minge. yeah, whatever.
It's like a big 0 because it's the size of a bucket.
0 to the Kanga, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Overall, but I think these in a way are worse than the Kanga because I think the Kanga's better looking than these. This is very specific to.
Yeah, but if you're going for that, it does look really good. If you're going for a Carto system, the Kanga does look.
Yeah, but
really
yeah and
good.
no, because they all look the fucking same. So it looks no better than any other Carto that's out there, apart from the fact it's got a red devil on,
Well,
and you're paying more for the devil.
Well, there you go. So it's got to look good.
Oh no. For
Can't give it a
me,
0.
overall rating, I can and I am going to give it a 0. I can. I can because I can.
You can't.
And I shall and I have and I will.
I'm upping this to a 0.1 as well.
He can try and do whatever he likes. It's my
I've done
opinion, and I'll do whatever I want.
My channel.
I couldn't give a fuck if it's your channel. I'll put it on mine. It doesn't bother me at all. We do post these videos to his channel, but if he carries on being a biff, they'll be on mine. But yeah, so yeah, I think it's going to be a 0 because for me, and this is my opinion, looks aren't as important to me. I don't really care how it looks, within reason. Obviously, if it looks like a massive penis that
it looks
on, then fair enough. But no, I mean, looks for me aren't
seriously,
really as important.
You should sit here with me and him while he's going through sites, trolling him and going, "Oh, that looks good."
Yeah, no, don't. I can go that looks good.
Oh,
I can go that looks good, but at the end of the day, if
then 2 days later he orders it.
If it take the Darwin for example, yeah, the big mod that's sort of meant to be better in terms of performance than the Bravari looks like a troll, but if it performs absolutely epically, yes, I'd probably take looks into consideration when buying it. But if it performed much better than the Bravari,
it's like £260 mod standard.
What I'd buy. Yeah, but it comes with batteries and a charger and shit. So you spent 280 quid on your Bravari, so it's similar in price.
But mine looks better.
Yeah, it does look better. But if the Darwin absolutely smashed the living daylights out of the Bravari, then that's where I put my money. Looks, I take this to work for God's sake. I don't really care how it looks. I mean, it looks nice, but it's nowhere near as good looking as an Ego is when you're out and about. So looks to me aren't as important as things like vapor flavour, vapor production, and usability and maintenance. And maintenance is fairly easy on this. Usability, well, if they worked, I could tell you properly, but otherwise they're crap. Flavour was crap. Production was crap.
Unless you like burnt.
If you like burnt polyfill, then just get some polyfill and set it on fire.
Yeah, and just
breathe it in. Because I mean, I'd imagine polyfill's dangerous for you as well when you burn
probably
it.
get high, wouldn't it, or dead.
Should
High or dead at the same
high
time.
or dead? Well,
maybe in any order.
Maybe you can get dead and then high.
Or higher than dead.
But these are a very strange one for me. I really hoped. I mean, when we got them, I thought, if it worst case, very worst case, it's not going to perform quite as well as the Carto tank, and the Carto that's in it. I never imagined in a million years it was going to be the worst performing thing that I'd put my mouth on, and I think probably is ever going to be. Like the Arga we cocked up like 10 times.
But even that was.
But even that I got stuff out of. And it tasted metallic and at times burnt, but I could still taste what flavour was meant to be in there.
Burnt.
No, polyfill tastes horrible when it's burnt. So obviously, but that's not news to everyone, is it? Let's face it.
No.
Polyfill's going to taste horrible.
Unless it is, then
yeah.
tip.
But for the price, these were discontinued, so they were cheaper. These were £1.50 each, so £4.50 for 3 of these. Spend the extra £1.50 and get.
I was ordering stuff
free.
anyway from them. I was also ordering my.
It wasn't because
EDA and my Odyssey tip and my 3 extra tips
and some adapters and a bit of propylene glycol
and some extra bottles. I will put this on the end because this is pretty good, I think, from Totally Wicked. The bottles you actually get with them, it also gives you a card sleeve to actually put them in, so you can label your bottles on the card instead of the actual thing. So I don't know if that's an interest to you, or if you're making them for your friends, might be handy. But everywhere else, you basically get the basic bottle, the little top, and the actual screw tops, obviously. So
and you don't get a labelling on it either. But yeah, I think overall this thing is just like not worth wasting my time with.
We won't be getting them again.
Sure, yeah. I mean, man, I might try some Bogues, to be honest with you. I might buy a pack of 5 Bogues for like 6-7 quid and just try them
as well. So,
well, worst case,
you get 5 of them as well for a fiver. So,
yeah, worst case, we'll punch them and stick them in a tank. So it's not overly
we'll
bad
try one on its own. If it works, great.
Yeah, we'll use the same method, and if it does work, then obviously it's the product and not
or
the
unless Dan, you send us a little comment.
Not just Dan, but anyone. But
yeah, anyone, but mainly Dan at the moment because he's the only one who we know that's definitely watching the videos and definitely used cartos. So mainly to you at the moment, but anyone else. But if we did do something astronomically wrong, tell us so we can take down this video and not look like idiots.
Let us know. But I do want to say as well.
So that we don't mind looking like idiots.
No, I don't really care. But I do want to say as well. We had me and Dan had a discussion, and since we've had a little chat, he's watched a few other videos. He's bought himself a DDA and a DIY mixing kit. So Dan, you're vaping, and he also said that he was using cartos and spending about 25 quid a month on cartos. So it's working out more expensive than fags. In the short term, buying wick, candle wire, DDA, all the stuff for DIY mixing is going to cost you probably 100-150 quid for the first month. But then you shouldn't really need to buy anything if you're happy with what you've got for like 6 to 10 months.
If not longer.
If not longer, depending on
if you buy the
that's
amount
going
of
to be liquid you're buying, a DIY liquid.
Yeah, it's going to be more the liquid than anything. The candle wire, if you buy the 50 grams that we bought, you're good for at least a year.
200 metres of camphor wire.
Yeah.
You're good for about a millennium. 200 metres. You're going to get like 10, 20 coils out of each metre. You'd have to re-wick it 10 times a day to be worried about it this time next year.
There we go.
It's what the fuck? Yeah, it is a lot cheaper than this is particularly to you, but obviously everyone else who's going to kind of follow the route that we have, which is moving on to something that's a bit semi-rebuildable like a Nova or a V3, or a true rebuildable like an Arga or a DDA. I know I've just looked everywhere what you've just seen, but I have looked at each of them individual product lists, and I'm not just going
If I can get him to wash out his Arga, we'll do a video on that next.
You want to do a video?
We'll do a video on the Arga, I think.
We'll do now.
We've been holding it off, haven't we? So
alright, well, maybe
we'll try and get an Arga video either up tonight, or
we can do it now.
If it's not tonight, it'll be Monday, no, Tuesday, won't it?
Tuesday, Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, so
so yeah, alright, well we might move on to the Arga now then, guys, and see how that goes, because it'll be the first time we've wrapped it with Canthol, so it'll be as new for us as it is for you. It'll probably be a lot more pissing around and fanning about and me and him bitching at each other, but
and I will do the wrapping of the coil on that one as well.
Oh yeah,
up close, so that'll be another one that someone requested.
It'd be different for the DDA though, wouldn't it, because you horseshoeing them coils.
Well, it's up to how you want to wick your coils, doesn't it, really? But the actual main wicking of it.
Just do a U-wick. Yeah, alright guys, well that's been that, and this has been a completely disorganised video as they usually are, but it's kind of seemed even more so today. You kind of get
the main thing we're reviewing, and plus a load of other crap.
Yeah, we'll probably do a couple of videos now and again of just sort of...
If you would prefer some like 5-minute quick videos, we will try to get them down to 20 minutes for you.
Yeah, I mean, if you prefer the quicker videos of ours, which are the 20-minute long ones, let us know, and yeah, we'll do our best to make sure they're 20 minutes long, which means they'll probably be about an hour and a half. I don't know how we manage it. We've said before, like a lot of YouTubers seem very sort of stuttery and I know it probably helps that there is 2 of us, so if one of us does run dry and train and thought, the other one kind of jumps straight in without even really thinking about it. It's just something that we do in our natural lives.
Or we butt each other, right?
Yeah, well, we just speak over each other, it's just standard. But we have said we struggle to see how people can't fit a 10-minute video with constant talking, because we can do an hour and a half
so easily, and then and even then I have to go, Minge, come on, we're flapping again.
I would like to point out as well that in our everyday sort of normal lives and around about and work and stuff, neither of us are the most talkative of people, are we? No, it's only when we're together and we kind of talk to each other, but when
there's like a third party there, we're kind of
we're still like this, we just ignore the third party, but we are talking directly to you, third party. Hello
Mr. Camera. Hello Mr. Camera.
Mr. Camera. But yeah, so this is just kind of, it is what it is, but let us know what you think. Very disorganised video today, but whatever, they always are.
I mean, if you want more randomness, I have plenty of ideas for some randomness thrown in.
Well, it's not randomness if you've got ideas for it, is it?
Well, no, but like randomness for them.
What a bell!
No. He's not getting the concept of the randomness that I had in mind.
I think you're not getting the concept of randomness.
No, randomness in a whole, yes. Randomness that I had in general mindset. Because we could be talking about vaping, and I'm going to show you the new trainers I bought.
What the fuck?
There we go. You see? He didn't even expect that.
Why would you want to see his trainers?
Why wouldn't you?
Because they want to watch vaping.
Look, you can get a Vision fee-free Cartomizer. I have a pair of Vision trainers.
You don't.
Vision trainers. Right there.
He actually does have a pair of Vision trainers.
Thank you very much.
I've never even heard of that make.
It's good, isn't it?
Even
So-
though they're all incredibly shit.
They look good. So if you'd like to see my Vision trainers,
Oh my god.
have a little comment down there.
Yeah, not made by the same people who make the Cartomizer. I'd like to
How do
point
you
out
know?
they might be leaky.
They probably are actually. Because they're made of...
Midge, we're just talking between ourselves now in front of a camera, and this is still recording, so we might crop some of these end bits out. I don't know.
we're not.
Probably not.
We're
But
too lazy. Let's be honest, we're just going to bung this in Vegas.
ain't. I'm quite happy to do loads of shit. He's like, yeah. But yeah. Cheers for watching, guys. Let us know if we've done anything wrong. And yeah, keep watching.
Otherwise,
Stay tuned.
well, he's going in the bin anyway, so
Subscribe.
we've burnt all them.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, one of them's already made it to the bin, but the other two are just going to be like, across the room towards the bin. But yeah. Rate, comment and subscribe if you feel like it. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't like this one, check out the other ones because they are a wee bit more organised, aren't they?
No, they're not.
No, they're not, but they are.
No.
They are a bit more tailored. We knew roughly what was going to say. This is a bit like we've never had a product where we've gone, well, it's shit. What more do you want us to say? so yeah, it's one of them ones. But
And even when we all we was going to say is shit, what more can we say? It's still a 20-minute video now.
it's probably longer than that now. All the
Oh,
shit
half
that's
hour.
gone about Vision fucking trainers and randomness. But yeah, guys, cheers for that. I am Proton. This is Worm. Thanks for watching.
Catch you in the next video.
You've got to stop it. You're not on the thing.
I know, I'm not. We're still here, guys. Hello.
Hello. Right, bye. Worm. Bye.